Hey besties, welcome back to the Cozy Corner. It's your girl Jen, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm just a senior at Kelsey Dominguez, and I love talking about everything books with you guys. But if you're not new here, welcome back to the cows. Now, I don't know if you're getting tired of these videos. If you are, I'm so sorry. I know my wallet is definitely getting tired of these expendages. Is that a word? Yeah, I think so. But we have another book called. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm speechless. I can't say anything. I can't bullshit this out of my way out. I can't bullshit my way out of this. I went on a book trip with one of my work besties. Turns out that we actually live are really close to each other, and there's a book off, as you guys know, down the street from my house. And you would think going to this book off a few times already, I would not have a whole lot to bring back to you guys and talk about. But actually, yeah, that's not the case. So I won't lie, I haven't done a count of this specific stack, but I also made a expensive purchase on Amazon because there are some books that I plan to be reading soon. And there's also a couple of books that are left in my series, or like just a couple of things that I ended up buying on Amazon, and that was a whopping dollar bill. Oh my goodness. So for the sake of this video, we're not going to go over what I spent on Amazon. We're only going to go over what I spent on Book Off and then go from there. So we're going to do the fun Book Off thing before I go over my big box here. You can't see it. It's out of frame of the books that just came in today. I'm really excited about this. I don't know if you can tell. Also, my little boy Echo is out and about right now. Oh, did you just recognize your name? Okay, we're still working on it. He's still a bit spicy, but I think we're making progress. Every time I come home, and more importantly, every time he's being fed, he is purring up a storm. And today, I came back from work and I took a nap. And who did I wake up to? This little buddy was hanging out, sleeping, cleaning himself on my stomach. And I was like, oh my goodness, we're making progress. But then when I tried to go pet him, he was like, no, much. It's more like a play, like bite, swap, swipe, like munch thing. Like, it's just, if you've seen kittens play, like maybe I'll like add a video of this in here when I'm editing later. But moving into the video, we do have some, okay, whoever decided to unhaul their Ali Hazelwood and Emily Henry collection, I appreciate you. I'm kind of sad because Ali Hazelwood and Emily Henry are actually two of my favorite romance authors. But you know what? I appreciate it because that means that I get to have the opportunity to add to my collection. So this came out last year, which I was really surprised about because I'm not sure how people felt about it. I didn't really see a whole lot online, but to be fair, I wasn't really paying attention, to be quite honest. I've kind of been getting into like a little bit of a slump when it comes to listening to my favorite booktubers like talk about whatever they talk about. I've been listening to more audiobooks on my commute, which is totally cool. It's definitely how I've been making my 16 book a month quota for the most part. But yeah, we have Ali Wood, that's crazy. Ali Hazelwood's Problematic Summer Romance. This was $9 and it's in really good condition. All these books are in very good condition. Next we have Love Theoretically. I completely forgot that I had this book, and so I will be definitely giving it away to my work bestie that I ended up going shopping with. I'll give it to her as like a little gift or a present, or I'll keep it on the shelf because the bookshelf next to me is like my favorite shelf, and sometimes when I'm looking at my favorite shelf, I'm like, oh, I thought I had this book, or no, I'll be looking at my regular bookshelves and I'm like, I swear I had this book, but of course it's my favorite shelf. So I don't know yet. I don't know, but this is Love Theoretically. I absolutely loved this book. This was my first Ali Hazelwood book, and she's a banger. It's also $9. Usually I don't try to go for the $9 ones, but I mean, come on, it's Ali Hazelwood. This is another book that I already have, but it's in hardcover. This is a childhood favorite. Actually, Jennifer Donnelly is a really good author, but I preferred her Waterfire Saga over the I don't really know. She did like Stepsister, and then she did like a Poisoned Apple book or something like that. But they're kind of like grim fairy tale retellings, but like the evil people aren't, or the villains aren't really like a villain or whatever. It's like they're like, I guess, morally gray or whatever. But I think besides the point, this is the Waterfire Saga. Essentially, we're following, from what I remember, a young girl princess they're also mermaids, by the way, who is getting coronated or like, I guess, betrothed soon. And something bad happens to her kingdom, and she's forced to run away, and she ends up teaming up with her besties, or other mermaids who become her besties, and they like fight back for the throne, something like that. But this is a hardcover. It is a little bit in iffy condition, but to be fair, the copy that I have of Deep Blue, which is the first book of the series, is also in similar condition because she's been well read and well loved. So I'm just gonna call it. This one was also $9. Again, normally I wouldn't go for this price, but because I needed it. I definitely need it. This is out of print. If you want to find these books, similar to Sarah J. Maas, her old Throne of Glass series, you will find these being like hiked up the price, if that makes sense. This is the original copy of Reaper at the Gates. Now I'm only missing the last book. I'll have it up here, but I forget. I think it's a purple one. A Sky Beyond the Storm. That's what it is. But yeah, this is Reaper at the Gates. I wasn't a huge fan of this story just because, not like the story was great. It's just the setting. I don't know, but when books are placed in either a space type of scene, like it's outer space, it's another planet with like vivid descriptions of aliens, or if it's the desert, I don't know why, but if it's the desert, I just get really bored and I don't want to read it. I read the story, it was fine. But moving on, we have officially added to our Kristen Hanna collection another more than I would like to have bought this for. Kristen Hanna book. This is $7. This is The Nightingale. I've heard some really good things about this. If I will read this eventually, but if I really like this, I will definitely get the anniversary edition. I will spend the dollars. I will drop some things and I will buy it. Moving on, we have Emily Henry. The only book that I've read by her, I think, was her Great Big Beautiful Life. I think that came out last year. It's basically seven, from what I've heard. I haven't read this book, but if I were to read this book, I am quite sure it is very similar to Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And then we have Beach Read by Emily Henry. This one was $5, so back in the I would prefer to pay this much for a book range. Moving on, we have Ali Hazelwood again. This is the book that blew up on TikTok. I read Love Theoretically. This is Love Hypothesis. Don't get them twisted. I haven't read this book, so I can't tell you what the differences are, but one is blue and one is orange. That's what I can tell you. This one was actually $5, so again, staying within the I would prefer to pay this much range for a book. People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. This is another $5 book. Ooh, okay. I remember watching this movie when I was a kid. I don't remember what it's about besides the guy's an alien or something like that. But this is I Am Number 4, and again, it was $5. So I was like, you know what? Yeah. Okay. So here's my thought for next year. I still haven't made my TBR up until December, and I'm still kind of working on it because again, my books like got pushed up. Also, if the camera is being weird and like kind of shaky, my Echo right here is hanging out and fucking with the string. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm not gonna mess with it. He's just gonna hang out and do what he does best, which is just play because he's a baby. He's a little baby. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I'm still working on my TBR for the rest of the year, especially December and November, just because I am like reading a lot quicker than I thought I would. So December, all I really have is like literally in parentheses, like start Cassandra Clare's universe again. I don't know how many books she has up until this point. I want to say at least 20 because she has her original series, which is 6 books, the Mortal Instruments series. She has her prequel series. I think it's called the Infernal, I want to say the Infernal Devices. It's like the Clockwork Prince, Angel Princess, whatever the hell, that trilogy. And then she has the sequel, which is like Lady Midnight, Lord of Shadows, and Queen of Darkness. And then she has like a whole, like there's so much going on, and that's not even including the big books of like short stories and side quests from like the Tales of Shadowhunter Academy and etc etc. So that's all I have for December. I'm probably going to extend that to January, similar to how I did Zodiac Academy. There we go. And then I am planning to go through my backlist, my personal Jennifer's backlist of books that I like really loved as a kid and the books that I expected to really like as a kid, because a lot of these books up here I haven't read. Yeah. I've been getting really back into reading since I was 14. No, definitely 12, but like when I was able to read older books, 14 to 16 to 18 to 20. And then I took a big gap between 18 and 21, and then I picked it back up, etc., etc. But like, you would think I would have read a lot more, but I have not. So we have I'm Number 4 for $5, and here's a collection that will start my addiction for the next week. Another book that I need to like finish. I swear on my life, I thought I had this series. I guess I don't. So we are officially making our way through buying the Maze Runner series. I loved this series as a kid. I did not. This was also this was $1, bro. This was in the clearance section, by the way. That's crazy. I love that Book Off has a fucking clearance section because, like, girl, you are saving me some fucking money, dude. This was also like in the regular section, and honestly, they usually put it in the clearance section just because it's beat up or it's been there for a while. But hey, I'm not complaining. But yeah, I've read it except for the Final Order, something like that. And I think that's a prequel or something. Moving on, we have a book that I forgot that I bought. So she's going to be a gift, or she's going to go on the favorite shelf, but I'm not quite sure yet. This is the last book in the trilogy that I was enjoying, and that I gave away, and that I was missing, and that I was looking for. We have the Crazy Rich Asian trilogy. This is the final book, I want to say. It's called Rich People Problems. My favorite part, I really want to see if Kevin Kwan has any other books that he's written. I hope he freaking has, because my favorite part about this book, besides the fact that it's hilarious, like, it's a rom-com that will outdo every other rom-com, but my favorite part, let me see if I can find a page. Ah, here. You can't really see it, but it'll be, where is this at? Ah, so I'm just going to read you the paragraph, like, completely out of context. Honey, we were specifically chosen by Vogue China to host the most exclusive party of Shanghai Fashion Week. This is the party of all the most I'm probably mispronouncing the fuck out of this. I'm so sorry. Lao Wais are attending. So it will have like an asterisk, and this is a derogatory, and it'll have like the definition at the bottom. But it apparently is a derogatory term for Caucasians. In Mandarin, it translates to foreign/white/Caucasian. But it has this for like literally anything. It'll be like a Chinese dessert, or like a really popular mooncake in China, or whatever the hell, and it'll have like a little definition at the bottom. And I really love that, especially for somebody who does not speak the language and does not understand the dialect and or the slang for whatever terminology. So I do appreciate that. And honestly, like, it's just, if you haven't already read it, girl, go read it. Like, what are you doing? This, I thought, completed the trilogy. It did not, and so I'm still looking for Wisteria. This is Holly. This is a well, if you read the Belladonna series, like, all the books are titled as like a botanical poison in botany. But this was made. Oh, I really, oh, too, bro. It's signed. No fucking way, dude. It's fucking signed. And you gave it away? Brianna. Fucking Brianna, what is wrong with you? How could you give away this signed edition of Holly? Girl, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. Okay, this was made last year. Okay, I'm very upset, but I'm also very, like, appreciated, because this is a fucking signed copy of Holly by Miss Addie Grace. Okay, anyways, this is like a holiday edition of the Belladonna series. I'm not quite sure who it follows, but I guess I'll just like have to read it and find out, right? But I really love the art style inside this. Adeline Grace is kind of known for having really pretty, like, hardbacks. Like, this is just freaking awesome. It's said that the holly sprig has long been used to ward off evil spirits, but at the same time, what is it called? Like, not the holly berries, but like the mistletoe is also like a huge thing, at least in America, where it's like, when you meet somebody under the mistletoe, you're supposed to kiss them or whatever. So thank you so much for that. But also, like, Brianna, what is wrong with you? I don't know who Brianna is, but still. Okay, this is the third book in the Fire Saga series. I'm missing the last one. Unfortunately, they didn't have it here. Otherwise, I would have snatched her up. This is Dark Tide. This is actually a really good condition copy of the book. I'm very surprised, but I can't complain. Also, I'll have to double check when I'm supposed to read this whole series, but bruh, Bruh, you saved whoever like decided to donate this whole box, saved me the time, saved me the money to go out into the wild and purchase this, because this was 40 bucks for 6 books. That's crazy. This is the Shatter Me series, books 1 through 6. Apparently this is like the whole series, but also there's like a bunch of novellas that I'm supposed to read in order, so I could probably easily get that off of like Kindle Unlimited or something like that. So we officially have the Shatter Me series. Moving on, I'm going to put this down for a second and kind of get reorganized, because we're going to go over what just came in today, and I'm very, very, very excited to show you guys. Gosh, there's so much dust. Okay. I'm not quite sure how much that cut out. Give me a second. Okay, luckily it didn't cut out anything at all. I kind of don't trust this mic sometimes, because one time, I don't know if you remember, but I recorded like 84 minutes of footage, and like the whole thing was not, like, it was mute. Sure, girl was filming a silent film, and I was very upset. It was also very funny and ironic, and this is the best part about being on antidepressants for me personally. Everything just kind of gets funny after a couple of seconds, and I fucking love it. But again, I wanted to go over this with you guys, right? So we're not going to go over the prices for these, because I actually don't remember them, but it's the Amazon price. Whatever is marked up on Amazon is probably what I paid, maybe a little bit cheaper if I couldn't have found it on sale. But I want to start with the smaller box. We only have 2 books in this one, but we have Max, the last book that I was missing in, I don't think it's the last book in the series. This is book 2 of the whatever series, because there's like multiple, it's a whole thing. This is Max. I don't know, but if you have not read the Maximum Ride series by James Patterson, what the fuck are you doing? This was the perfect YA series as a kid for me. You can't get better than this. This is sci-fi, by the way. You have like, I think a group of 6 genetically mutated, like from an egg, test tube baby style children, like teenagers, who have wings of various different bird types. They also some of the characters have different bird features. Like Angel, she can like change her features to be like that of more of like an act, like different birds, like the birds of paradise or whatever else. Birds of paradise is a plant. Sorry about that for the botanically correct people in the room here, but she can just change her features, and then she can also, I think, read people's minds and possibly tell the truth. Not tell the truth, sorry. Tell the future. Some of these characters as well have different powers that are very similar to their bird-like attributes as far as their wings. And Max, oh my god, she's so freaking awesome, dude. She's like everyone's favorite big sis cousin. Like, honestly, when I think of the character Max, I think of my one of my old coworkers. Her name is Summer, and she has a very similar like happy attitude, but like she's such a badass, let me just tell you. So if you haven't read the Maximum Ride series, like, I highly recommend it. I'm gonna do a reread of this next year for sure. Like, this is at the top of my list next to Maze Runner, the like just the Shadowhunter universe at this point. There's so many. I'm gonna have to figure it out, because there's also books that I want to just read for the first time next year, and so we're just gonna have to figure it the fuck out, to be quite honest. Next we have yeah, I'll be reading this either next month or the following month, but we have Taming 7 by Chloe Walsh. I'm not ready, you guys. I'm really not ready. I already know this series is gonna fucking drag me by the throat across the entire universe. I'm not gonna be ready for it. We have Releasing 10. This came out last year, I think. I'm pretty sure. I honestly just bought the entire series, bar 1. I think I have. Damn, she's a thick one. I think I have Releasing 6. Whatever the hell the first one is, to be quite honest. What is the first one? It's next to me. It's Binding 13. Sorry, I clearly have not read this book. But yeah, we have Redeeming 6. We have. No, I don't want to get into that with you guys yet, because I actually. How dare they? How fucking dare they just ruin my book? That's so disrespectful. We have Keeping 13. This one's actually deluxe edition, or quote unquote deluxe. For some reason, I wanted to buy like the whole like the pack of the books, but for some reason the special editions for these ones together in the bundle was out of this fucking world expensive. So when I found that this was like cheaper than the regular standard edition, I was like, you know what, why the fuck not? This is Johnny and Shannon's story of keeping 13. From what I understand, I'm not quite sure what the numbers are, but because this is okay, I'm going out on a limb here, pun intended, from Emily Henry. No, it's somebody else. I'm so sorry. Pun is denied, I guess. Pun is rescinded. I want to say that I think -7. All of these have two number titles. It'll be like Binding 13, Releasing 13, or something like that, or Redeeming 6 and Taming 6, or whatever. Saving 6. So sorry. But I want to say that this is possibly, it's not a, they are romances, but they're not. But I want to say that this is sport related, and that these could be the numbers on the males' jerseys. Going out on a limb here. I could be wrong. So we have Saving 6. This is another deluxe edition. This is Joey and Aoife's story. Again, they keep dog-earing the freaking title page. Oh, rude. So rude. Going into the next one. This was just really to finish it off, but this is City of Heavenly Fire. Yeah, I told you guys I bought the whole series last time, right? Yeah, we have this one. I was missing it and I did it. I believe, I'm like 80% sure that the guy in this picture, by the way, we need to bring back having people on the covers. I'm so sorry. Whatever we've got going on right now with Throne of Glass is BS. Hot topic. Hot take. I prefer the old covers, which is why every fucking cover, every like old cover is too expensive right now to buy. Hot take. Anyway, City of Heavenly Fire. Now I have completed the series. Now we're gonna get into, oh, sorry, one more thing. You guys already saw this technically. Here's my copy that I bought from Amazon. I forgot, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm very excited. Okay, listen. We have God of Malice. We just read this, right? It was fucking awesome. We have God of Pain. It was fine. What's his name? Creighton and Annika. We have God of Wrath. It was fine. It was Jeremy and Cecily, I think. God of Ruin. Yeah. Absolutely. What was their names? Yeah, I am horrible at names. I'm so sorry, guys. I will remember the story in vivid detail and be like, I don't know who the fuck they were, to be quite honest. It was Mia. I know that. I know it was Mia, and it was the asshole. It was Landon. There we go. The other asshole. And then last but not least, we have God of Fury. Oh my goodness, I love this story. I loved it. I fucking loved it, to be quite honest with y'all. Let me just tell you. Yeah. So, and I have another book haul for you guys. I'll have the total of the books that I have in this book haul up here because I wasn't really paying attention and keeping track. Actually, let me just go and count those. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 books! Yeah, I went crazy. 31. Yeah, I went crazy. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. It was my... I'm sorry to my wallet. I am deeply sorry. I'm very deeply sorry. I'm bowing down in respect to my poor wallet. I may have destroyed her a little bit this month. Maybe we'll do better next month. Funds are a bit tight right now, and I'm kind of freaking out. But you know what? That is my problem. That is me being an adult, owning up to my decisions and taking accountability. That is my fault. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and grab this little monster here because he needs to be on camera. He needs some camera time. Can I just grab you for a second without you wiggling around? Echo. All right. With that being said, if you liked the video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss when I upload a brand new video, usually every Saturday. If you want to tell me anything in the comments, let me know if you have read any of these books. And if you haven't, let me know which one you're looking forward to reading the most. And I will see you guys next time for whatever I decide to do next. Bye, guys.